Hi, in this video we're going to start doing something in Windows, and in many cases that means we're going to start using the Start menu. Now, to call up the Start menu, we would usually go to the Start button. Start button is located down in the lower left corner of the screen. And actually, it's a very important button, and it's kind of an interesting story. When Windows 8 came out about 10 years ago, the guy who was in charge of it, somehow they decided that we really don't need the Start button anymore, so they left it out. Well, guess what? A week later, they fired that guy, and very soon afterwards, the Start button came back in. So it's a really important button, and not always, you can use other things beside it, but it's usually when you want to start doing something, it comes in very, very handy. The Start button, of course, brings up the Start menu, and there are different parts of it. There's an apps list, which lists not only the apps that you that you have used most recently, but also gives you an alphabetical list of all the different apps on your computer. Okay, it also has a bunch of tiles, little graphical images of certain apps that you like or that Microsoft may have put there. And it looks like this. Okay, there's this big area here on the right side. That's the tiled apps. Okay, and this Microsoft puts them there for you, but you can easily change it around, and you can put whatever apps you want there to give them a more prominent position to make it easier for you to start them up. And up in the top there, that's the most used apps, and these are automatically put there. Whatever apps you use a lot, Microsoft will automatically, or Windows will automatically put them up there. And you can also pin things up there too. So if you have something that you use a lot and you want to make sure it's up there, you can pin it there. Down below is a list of all the apps, an alphabetical list of all the apps on your computer. You can just scroll down there and open up whatever particular app you're looking for. And over on the left side is the Start menu buttons, and these are very handy for controlling different things on your computer. Let's take a closer look. Down at the bottom, of course, is the Start button, which starts everything up. And then there's the Power button right above that. And this is important if you want to put the computer to sleep or to shut it down or to restart it. And remember, if your computer's if your computer's acting kind of weird, just use the restart. Okay, that usually fixes most of the problems you may have. And then above that, there's a settings button, which is very handy for changing the various things going on in your computer. Above that, we've got a button for pictures and a button for documents. And then way at the top there is the button for the different accounts. Now, a lot of folks just have one account on their computer, but you may have several accounts if you want to share it with other people. And we'll talk more about having different accounts when we get into security and how you can protect your computer. Now, this is a little video here shows you how to pin apps to the top of the list there to make sure your apps go there. And it's pretty simple. Okay, use the right mouse button. Remember, that right mouse button is very important. And if you want to change things, one of the other ways to do it is to use the control panel. Very simple to find. Basically, you just go down to the search box, type in CON. Usually the control panel will pop up there, and just click it. And this will show up. And then you can just click on the different items that you want to change or customize. And it's sometimes a little hard to find the part that you want, but it works really well and it works really nicely. One of the great things about Windows is that you can personalize. You can make it look different ways, and in fact, you can have a lot of fun giving it a different look, changing the background pictures, changing the theme, changing the screensaver. It can be a lot of fun setting it up so you can have it showing you just the right pictures that you want. Now, if you want to really do something in Windows, you need to open up programs, and each program will open up in its own window. And it's a good idea to know how to control those windows. And that's what we'll talk about in our next video, how we control the various program windows.